Greetings, Cleveland. This is TV20's Spotlight. I'm your host, Cornell Calhoun III, and today we spotlight the Black Professional Association Charitable Foundation. And here to tell us a little bit more about the organization is Miss Lauren R. Welch. Lauren, welcome to Spotlight.
Thank you so much for having me at Spotlight. It's a pleasure to be here.
My pleasure, all mine. So what is your position in the organization?
So I've had the pleasure of serving on the Board of Trustees with BPACF for almost about a year now, and It's been great.
Okay. What is the mission of the organization?
You know, our mission is to elevate, develop, and celebrate African American students and professionals right here in Northeast Ohio.
And explain about the programs and services that are offered for people in Northeast Ohio.
Absolutely. Well, we have been around since 1985, and since 1985, we have not only been providing scholarships to students, but mentorship to students, young professionals, seasoned professionals. We've also had our annual scholarship and awards gala every year, where it's a great time to get together and recognize African Americans who are really excelling in the community and uplifting the community. So that's just a number of programs that we've had since 1985.
And who benefits most by the services that the organization provides?
Well, we're really dedicated to our students. You know, one of the things that is important to our organization is really taking care of the next pipeline of Cleveland, right? So succession planning, making sure that our students have the mentorship that they need to succeed. So really, our students, you know, we have provided almost $3.7 million in the almost 4 decades that we've been around. And those scholarship dollars not only help with tuition, they help with room and board, they help with books. You know how expensive books can be when you're, in undergrad. So, we are really dedicated to our students and making sure that they have the help that they need. But, we also really care about our young and seasoned professionals. We know how it is to elevate in your career. We have professionals who are changing career paths. And so BPACF has been a place that you can come to learn more about how you can excel in your career, but also meet a number of different professionals who can lead you and guide you right here in Northeast Ohio, locally and nationally in your industry.
And that was one of the questions I was going to ask you early on. So it's not just Cleveland, it's all of Northeast Ohio.
All of Northeast Ohio. Our scholars come from all over the place. Our professionals come from all over the place. Some of them are in Brecksville. Some of them are right here in Cleveland proper. Northeast Ohio is who we cater to.
So is this high school students and college students?
High school students, college students. If you just graduated from college, we encourage those individuals to come and visit us or check us out at bpacf.org, because we really are an organization that's dedicated to uplifting and elevating African American professionals in this community. So we encourage them to all look us up and figure out how they can get involved.
And how long have you been doing this? How long have you been working on the board again?
So I've been here for about a year now, but I have to tell you, I am a boomerang. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, native Clevelander, CMSD, moved to LA where I was doing marketing and comms, still doing marketing comms, but it was important for me to come back and contribute to this community. And I think BPACF is one of those organizations that I feel passionately about as someone who's from here, who benefited from mentorship, and wants to pour back into a city that poured into me.
So how would one obtain a scholarship? I mean, is it an application process? Is it recommendation? How does that work?
Sure. So if you're 17 to 24 years old, you just have to go to bpacf.org. There is a list of questions that we require from you. We obviously want to see your transcripts and maybe a letter of recommendation. But other than that, all are welcome to apply as long as you're 17 to 24 years old.
Okay, and what's that website again?
bpacf.org.
Okay, so we have to keep that in mind.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's talk about, you have a big time event coming up in November.
We do.
I think Saturday, November the 11th.
Yes.
This is the 43rd annual.
Yes.
See, I did my research.
See, you did, yeah. Lander Haven.
Driftwood, Lander Haven.
Lander Haven.
Let's talk about, what are the highlights of the gala?
It is one of my favorite events.
I can tell.
Every year. I think it is so so great to see so many individuals that you see throughout the year because you're either working alongside them or you see them in the news or you see them of afar just doing really good work. And so what you see is a melting pot of Cleveland's young and seasoned professionals coming together to just celebrate the milestones that they've made throughout the year. And, we not only recognize their accomplishments, that's the time that we also recognize our scholars and we give their scholarship dollars to them during that time and we recognize the work that they've been doing. And then it's a great time and then we dance afterward. We have a good meal because we like to have a good dance afterwards, because we're about celebration as well, right? And we know African Americans love to dance. So we do not exclude that from the program. After the award ceremony is done, after we've given out the scholarships, we like to have a good time. And I think that's the essence of African American individuals is we like to celebrate one another in the way we know how to do it best. And we do that by recognizing each other and dancing.
Okay, so is the event open to anyone?
Everybody is welcome to attend. You do not have to be an African American to attend. So anybody is welcome. And this year, our honoree is Arian Kirkpatrick, who is the founder and CEO of the AKA team. And we're so proud to have her as our awardee this year because she has been an exemplary model in our community for success and what it means to be a Black woman who is achieving new heights, not just here in Cleveland, but around the country. And she has just been a mentor, a friend to all of us, and we're happy to recognize her this year.
Yeah, I worked with her when I worked in Mayor Frank Jackson's office. Yes. She and I worked on the Labor Day parade because I was in charge of getting the city employees to walk with the mayor on Labor Day. So every Labor Day parade, I would have to contact her and she would give us our order, where we would walk and so forth. Yeah. And she's in good company because I checked, and Mayor Jackson was Mayor White, George Forbes, Vanessa Whiting. So that's just Leon Bibb. Yeah, just had him on my show. He's going a frat brother. He's going to be upset. I forgot him. We won't mention it. I have to cut that out. I'll cut that out. Yeah. But that's incredible. Yeah. And anyone can attend.
Anyone can attend the event. We actually welcome anyone. We have a number of different organizations who are partnered with us and sponsor the event. And a lot of them just believe in the mission of the organization, right? We know that this city has been one of the worst for Black women, according to City Lab. So to recognize a woman like Arian Kirkpatrick, I think even as a young woman who is looking at her work, when I came back from LA, she brought me on board to the Labor Day parade also.
Okay.
And
we probably were there together.
Right. Was there with you. Yeah. And introduced me to so many great individuals here doing the work to elevate our city. And I'm just proud of her, and we're all proud of her, and we're happy to recognize her and other individuals in the community.
How is that selection process for the Black Professional of the Year? How does that work?
Yeah, it is no easy feat to be the Black Professional of the Year. I mean, it is a rigorous process that goes through a host committee of individuals who have not only organized this event, but our founders are a part of that selection process. If you were formerly an awardee, you were part of that award process. So to get that award, it means that you have been chosen by a selection of peers who have also been in that space and also look to you as someone who is deserving of that award. It's not something that we just hand out at all.
Finally.
Yes.
What are you most proud of being a part of the organization, would you say?
I would say being in a community of Black excellence. That is so reassuring on the hardest days, which we all have, to be in a community of individuals who share a culture, share a spirit, share ethnicities. We have had similar, milestones. We've had similar trials and tribulations. It's nice to be able to find a space at the end of the day that I can call home and can gladly bring people into that home and say, hey, are you looking for mentorship? Are you looking for guidance? We all have times in our careers where we need a little help. We are not islands. We need to be looking to each other for guidance. And BPACF has been one of those places. Even before I was on the board, I was surrounded by individuals who elevated me, elevated my friends, who worked with me and my friends, who saw things in us that we couldn't see in ourselves sometimes. And I think that's what we have, and it's intergenerational, right? So I'm learning from individuals who are seasoned, and sometimes they come back to me like, what are y'all millennials talking about today? I'm trying to figure out what's going on, and I think that that's great because we should be always fostering those conversations. So I'm most proud of the community that has been created. I'm proud of how this community is building. I mean, every year we have new professionals coming into the city who are African American, who are changing the landscape. So, and people who've already been here. So to have a group that celebrates that and elevates that is so important to me, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
And where do you see the organization in the future?
Ooh.
You've made so many
Yes.
huge strides, but,
Yeah.
but there's always beyond. So
Yeah.
what do you think?
I see us being an advocacy hub, but I see us being a space where we are not only working with our partners like Urban League and NAACP to, advocate for Black individuals in this community, but no matter where you're at personally or professionally, you have a space that you can go to. If you're trying to buy a home, or if you're trying to work on your finances, if you're trying to change careers, if you're transitioning in your careers, I see BPACF just growing and being an even larger space where we can also be an example for other cities. Like, this is what we're doing. This is what works well for elevating our community. You want to look at us as a model? We are happy to teach you how to do that. So I see us doing a number of those things, having a brick and mortar in the future where people can walk into the building, be greeted, somebody is there to say, how can we help you? And just really be a resource and a hub for the community. So I see us getting there. Our scholarships growing. Again, we've had $3.7 million awarded to students. I'm hoping that we can get to almost 10 million in the next 5 years. So, I'm looking forward to what we can do. And that's why we need more people to come to this gala, because all of those dollars go to our scholarships.
Okay, and let's give the information about the gala again,
Yes.
just so everyone has it and they can go.
Yes, it is September, November 11th. Ticket prices range from $150 to $3,000 depending on if you get a table. All of the proceeds go to our scholarships, and you can learn more about becoming a partner or buying a ticket at bpacf.org.
One more time, give them that.
bpacf.org.
Well spoken.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lauren.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate it. My pleasure.
Yes.
So that's it, Cleveland. I'm Cornell Calhoun III for TV 20. And this segment of Spotlight is out. Be well, be safe.